Greetings, family. This is Bomani Tyehimba, and welcome to our Africa for the Africans Tours conference call. This date is September 28, 2025, and we're here to talk about our incredible schedule for our 2026 Journey of a Lifetime across the African continent, from Liberia to Egypt to Ghana to Kenya to South Africa. And to get right into it, I'm going to start with screen sharing while I go over details. And if anyone has any questions, just click on unmute and you'll pop up on the screen, and then we'll be able to do a Q&A. And so the main thing I want to start with is our newsletter. Generate newsletter for our conference calls, but also for the specific journeys that we're traveling on. And these newsletters are interactive with full detail of your actual journey, including the itinerary, the overview, and also these newsletters have links to our videos and photos of the previous journeys. So regardless of whichever journey that you're traveling on, you have access to take a look at the information from the previous journeys. Some journeys have lots of videos, not saying if everyone to look at all the videos, but it's giving you a flow of just how the schedule look and the places that we go and just different interactions in the country. All right, so this is a view of some of our previous tour photos on the newsletter. So this is us in Ghana, May 24th to June 5th, and that is a big group of us of 30. And before that, as a matter of fact, what I want to start off with is we're on our way to Tanzania, November 20th to December 1st. That journey is full. It's 31 of us, and we have closed that journey out at the 3 month mark. So all the journeys that we're talking about, sometimes they get filled up fast and sometimes they don't, but that's definitely want everyone to be aware of that. So we just skip to this talking about our 2026 journey because anything that we're dealing with for Tanzania is in a private group for that group to get them prepared since that group is already set and we're on the move. The next group photo is our small group in Kenya as I put together our first Kenya roots and culture journey. Uh, I've been to Kenya before back in 2005, and I was able to put together a fresh program as we look to this expand across different parts of Africa. And so I'll definitely get into more of Kenya when we talk about Kenya for next year. And this was the first journey that we took this year in South Africa. So that's a part of our new schedule, new flow in South Africa, which we'll talk about for our 26 schedule. With the newsletters, I tried to just have this details on the next upcoming conference call and also have the details for the journeys that we're covering. So this is a Zoom link. Keep this posted on the conference call newsletter, and also I keep it posted on our WhatsApp page ahead of time. And usually also I send out emails ahead of time. And another journey that we have on the schedule, and this was our last journey in Egypt, November 2024. And then the first journey that we're going to talk about is Liberia, and this was our first journey to Liberia. So that's also part of our 2026 schedule. Our conference call recording, over the years, we've recorded a lot of conference calls, just usually monthly and sometimes it's twice a month, depends on, it may be one where we're getting getting a current tour group ready, and also other one is to go over the next set of schedule. So that is the link that goes to our YouTube page, and you can see also interviews and other interaction that's talking about being prepared and being clear about traveling to Africa. So we record a lot of videos, not saying for everyone to watch them all, but you can navigate through the YouTube page and process the information. It covers multiple countries over the last few years. So lots of beautiful highlights. So previous South Africa and previous Tanzania journey. This was our last journey to Tanzania. This was 2 years back, and we have tripled the group from this point to now. Anyone that's traveling with us on all of our upcoming journeys, this is an online link for payment options. Usually for those who are ready to pay or need payment details, I send an email dealing with the tour package, which for anyone that has shown interest in traveling and I have their email address, I usually send out the tour package detail with the payment options and also send out a designated newsletter similar to this for that specific country. And then usually I confirm with you if you received the email. Because once I get your email for the first time, the goal is just to confirm that you receive the emails, or you can always reply back and say and confirm that you received the information. That way, we send out information to the proper email. And also, once you get to our website and you scroll down, you'll see all of these group photos, all the way from uh, 2025 on our last journey in May, June, back to December 2006. So that's 39 journeys over the last 19 years. So this is something that we do on a regular basis. And the goal is just to grow and get better and create the best itineraries and make sure everyone have their greatest connection to the African continent. And so on this conference call newsletters, I listed all of the journeys that we're going to be taking. And also, I'm gonna switch over to the website to also go through these, but wanted to go through the newsletter to let everyone see that there's lots of information, and take your time to look through it and just get familiar with our background, what we do, and also see our schedules in clarity. And then you can always click on the link to go through the schedule details. And as I talk about videos and photos, you can click on any of these social pages and you'll see highlights of us across the African continent. And most of the highlights we're gonna have is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And TikTok is just a work in progress. Generally, we cover all of these different topics, which is just mainly going through the documentation on the website. Uh, and depends on what conference call that we're doing. We may go into more in-depth details, but this is a general topic flow that we go through. All the groups that we have are also on Facebook. So these are the links to the Facebook groups. And right here is a small thumbnail of every single last group that we have taken across the African continent. So you see the May 2025, and then you scroll all the way down, and then you see the first journey, December 2006. And then some more social links. So that's the overview of our newsletter. And every time we do a conference call, just change the dates and update certain details, and then send them out to the email list and send them out to anyone that's looking to travel with us on any upcoming journeys. And these are newsletters that if you have friends or family or any associates that may be interested, you can just share it with them. They can join. And at the same time, too, they have access to the information that we would go over, and also access to the direct information to this review themselves based on this going to our website. So let me click over to our website and just give an overview of our website. So our website is africafortheafricans.org. And if you're on the website version using your desktop or laptop, this is what you'll see. But if you're on your mobile phone, you won't see the slideshow and you won't hear the music. The music is currently paused. And it's set if you want to listen to some of the playlist of music we have, you can just click and enjoy. Once you change the page, the music does reload and it's set for random. It's just like the slideshow, which is us traveling to all parts of Africa with friends, family, associates, and just showing some of our highlights. All right, once you scroll down, the main thing I want everyone to focus on is in the middle of the page, it, it gives you the price since people always want to know about prices. But then once you click on the specific link, you'll see the full details, which we'll do for the different journeys in a few. The main menu have information. The Africa Tour books is one of the incredible links that we have. These are digital tour books of all the different countries that we have traveled to with full programs. So it gives you an idea of the tour program itself. And once you click on the link, you'll be able to download the PDF version of the book. If you're in WhatsApp on any of the groups with us, uh, those links and previous photos, videos, those links are usually just posted on the page that we create. And then for those who didn't receive it, since they may have joined later on, we can always just repost them or also send it to you on your WhatsApp. So any information that you need in requesting, for those who have my number, you can access me on WhatsApp to where you can send me a direct message on WhatsApp, and then you can also post a message in the group page. For those who don't have my information, you can yeah, my information is all over from the newsletters to this website, so you can always just save my number, send me a message, call me to go over any information you want to go over, and that way you're clear on any information. But my information is public, so I'm open to anyone that's looking to travel with us or need information. You can always, call, text, and email me. Newsletters. This is a newsletter where anyone that's interested in adding themselves to the email list, you can click on the link and it will give you an option to add yourself to the email list. Whenever we send out newsletters, you'll get the newsletter. And also it gives you a history of all previous newsletters, so you can always just go back through and click on the specific newsletter that you're interested in based on country. Africa repatriation consultation and relocation support. So I assist people with moving to Africa and also assist people with visas and passport. It's not for every country, but usually I would let you know if you give me a specific country on what you need help with, and we do our best to assist you and use our network to get you set up and connected. And that's just a general link that we just offer consultation. This link, exclusive African safaris in Tanzania, is a work in progress as we look to this share more of the safari experience. But we do have safaris or limited safari, or I should say 1 day safaris. But anyone that's ever open to doing a longer safari, we can always work it out for them ahead of the tour or after the tour, or work other things out for a separate safari journey. And so let me focus on the middle of the page. So the Tanzania journey is coming up and it's closed out, and we're getting prepared for that. So the next journey after that is going to be our Liberia Roots and Culture Tour for February 12th, 2026. So once you click on the link, so all of these links are very similar. Once you click on the link, what you're looking at is the full overview of what's included, what's not included, and then the overview of all of the sites and places that we're going to go visit. That way you just get a clear idea. And then the next thing is not sure what went wrong right there.
We didn't have confidence in another.
All right, the screen now reloaded. So the itinerary is your full day-to-day. It has links to the hotels we're going to be staying at, and also it has the day-to-day flow of all the things that we're going to get into as far as our full program. Now, when you move to the general terms, the general terms is going to give you this a flow of general terms details, and I'm just kind of being general, because what I really want everyone to do is to click on these links for the relative journey that you're traveling to, and just go through the details. Liberia is one country which we have gone over many times over, so I'm just going to keep it at an overview. Um, Visa process, for those who are traveling with us to Liberia, we have two different options. You have an option to send out your visa to the embassy, and when that means send it out, you'd have to do the process. And then another process we have is visa on arrival, where our associates in Ghana will get a copy of your passport page, and then they will work the process for you, and then you get an email of your visa on arrival, which is what we did last time for Liberia. Improving your immune system is just us giving you recommendation, especially in a tropical environment, of just building up your immunity and just getting prepared for a tropical environment. Preparation and reminder list is usually a summary and an overview of we go over meet and greet, talk about what to pack, what to bring, and give you our recommendation on being prepared. So these are all valuable details that we just want everyone to click on, read through it. And then once you're clear on everything, our goal is to accept your deposit and get you locked in the group, add you to the WhatsApp page, keep you on the email list, and keep you updated with the process of that journey. So before I skip to the next journey, which would be Egypt, uh, want to find out if anyone have any questions about anything as far as Liberia. So what I'm going to do is go to the main menu, and what you see right here is Egypt Roots and Culture Tour. All right, so the same flow, overview, itinerary, general terms, visa guideline, and tour preparation. So I'm going to click on overview, which will give you just a good overview of the actual. All right, this network. All right, this network is doing something strange tonight. So we're at the Egypt overview. So our Egypt journey is set for April 1st to the 13th. So it gives for those who are coming in and interested in traveling with us to Egypt, it give you time to process the information and get yourself locked in. With Egypt, we're flying on Egypt Air, so our goal is always to lock in a group booking at least by 6 months before we travel, and then paid off at the 3 month mark. So those are things that when I talk to different individuals, I like to just go over so they're clear. But the most important thing, I want everyone to be clear on dates and the tour package details. All right, so this tour package is set for 4,600, and it includes your round trip flight on Egypt Air from JFK, New York to Cairo and back. And also, while we're in Egypt, we have two domestic flights in Egypt. And one in the domestic flight is going to be from Cairo to Luxor and from Aswan to Cairo. And I also want everyone to note that your connection flight is not included in this Egypt tour package. So you'd have to find your way to Egypt. And then once you find your way to JFK, New York to get to Egypt, and this is going to be Terminal 1. And especially when we get closer to doing preparation conference call, all of these things are we just go through in details, the full flight information, making sure everyone have access to their flights. You have your ticket printed out, and you have things organized to travel. So we definitely spend the last 2 to 3 months before we travel going over all the things that we go over as far as getting you ready for the journey. And that's why we spend the other time this building the tour group. So for those also who wanted to purchase their own flights, you're more than welcome to do that. That's never a problem. All the tour packages are set up the same way to where you can either pay for the full package, which includes flights, or pay for the ground package, which does not include flight, whether international or domestic. Right, if this things keep up, I'm gonna switch our browser. Let me continue to our Egypt journey. So with our Egypt journey, when you scroll down to any of the overviews, it's going to tell you what's included. So the general inclusion is entrance and access to all sites, activities, transportation, and tours throughout Egypt, daily continental breakfast, and gourmet dinner. And in this tour package, it's going to be that's going to be in Cairo and Aswan. And as far as on our luxury Nile cruise, it'll be full meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we have two incredible five-star hotel accommodation, and then we have a luxury Nile cruise. So this is a revamped, reorganized journey from our last journey. Every time we take these journeys, you just go back to the drawing board and just make it more incredible. So the tour package also includes certified English-speaking professional Egyptologists slash tour guides. Depends on the terminology of what the individuals call themselves. And then we do a lot of social group networking. All right, family, I'm gonna find out what's keep on reloading with our site. All right, one of those unfortunate technical issues, but I'm gonna wrap this up and get back to our main page, especially if it keeps on happening. But that's the main reason I want everyone to take a look at the overview so you can see everything nice and clear. Now, what's not included is the $100 group tips per person, lunch outside of the Nile cruise, and visa processing. So in this case, we'll assist you with processing your visa. And some situations, it's we may do visas, and in some situations, we just recommend you get your visa going, create your own login, and then help you to process the visa. So that's what we've been doing over the period of time. We do have a lot of work to do, and we definitely want people to also get used to doing some of these processes for themselves, especially when you start traveling and going to other places with your friends or by yourself. All right, so this is a overview of our Cairo is 4 nights. So that's April 2nd to the 5th. So you're looking at Egyptian Civilization Museum, Giza Pyramids, uh, Haram. You're looking at the Great Sphinx, is what people call it, and the original name. If someone can pronounce that, you can definitely help me pronounce it. Sometimes our pronunciation gets tied up. We also have desert safaris on ATVs. Uh, Tour of Old Cairo, great shopping, city tour, and we're going to be staying at the Holiday Inn Cairo City Stars Hotel. So that is the link, and the links for the hotels are going to be on your overview and your itinerary. And this is a similar boat of our luxury Nile cruise, so you'll be able to get to the top, and if you want to enjoy swimming, or if you just want to come out and just get a great view of the Nile, you can just enjoy your time. And then the other hotel that we're going to be staying at. I literally put you on a now. I family, I'm gonna stop screen sharing for a bit. I greetings family, I'm gonna stop screen sharing for a bit. I have a browser issue for whatever reason, so I'm gonna switch browsers. And while we have while we have things open, if anyone have any questions about anything I've talked about, just unmute yourself and let me know your questions, and I'm gonna switch this browser real quick. So whether it's Liberia or Egypt, if you have questions, just open up and let me know, and we can get into a quick dialogue while I switch over to this browser. And so now let me just switch back to screen sharing. And this is also our Egypt, our last Egypt tour T-shirt, and this one in a small writing it said inspired by Dr. Runoko Rashidi. Runoko Rashidi was the person that took me to my second journey in Africa in 2004, which is April 2004 to Egypt. And before that, my first journey was March 2004 to Senegal. So it's
Ashe,
it's
Ashe.
yeah, that's my great brother, and I was able to just enjoy a great journey to Egypt. With a well-organized tour itinerary. Yeah. I just started putting our Egypt schedule together because we spent most of the early years in Ghana, but we're exploring more of the continent and sharing more. But yes, that's our great brother, Dr. Renoka Rashidi, and the t-shirts say inspired by. So I always want to show love to our great ancestors who put the work in to educate us and get us open to our history, roots, and culture. Perfect. So I did a browser switch, so hopefully the browser doesn't reload like the other browser. So I'm going to scroll back down to where we left off at. We were talking about our Now cruise. So while we're doing our Now cruise, we're going to be in Luxor, and while we're in Luxor, we'll be staying on the ship overnight for 4 nights. But we're also going to be able to visit the Luxor Temple, Karnak Temple, the Valley of the Kings, Queen Hatshepsut Temple, a few other temples, and we're just we're gonna just enjoy the different part of the West Bank and the East Bank during Luxor. So that is and then this is a link to this general that's now cruising. Once we leave from Luxor, we're gonna have a few stops, and that's gonna be these are the two temples, Kaombo and Edfu Temple. So while we going down the Nile, we'll do, the boat with dock, and then everyone will get off the ship, and they'll be going to it's scheduled for everyone to go to the same temples, and then we'll visit the temple and return back on the ship, and then the ship will leave again and dock later on, and we'll visit another temple. And then on the final docking, it's going to take us to Aswan. Uh, so this schedule is going to be once we literally get to Aswan, you know, we're gonna head to the Nubian Museum, and then from the Nubian Museum, we're gonna head back. Uh, we're gonna actually check into our hotel, and then once we check into our hotel, we'll have some lunch, and then reroute ourselves uh, to to the Nubian village. And if you want camel ride, that's also an option there. But our goal is to give everyone as much time as possible at the Nubian village. So the organized flow of the schedule just showed to where we're going to be heading to the Nubian village in the afternoon. Now, as far as this schedule, we're staying at the Movenpick Resort. Wanted to make sure everyone have something nice and luxurious to just relax and enjoy their journey. And then you're right there on the Nile also, so you have access to yeah, going into town shopping and or just relaxing on the resort. The biggest part of our stay here is we're going to be leaving out the next morning, driving directly to Abu Simbel, and this is more like a full day. You're looking at about over a 3 hour drive, and then once we get there, you'll be able to visit this incredible temple, uh, incredible temple of Ramses. Ramses the second, and then there's also another temple that's right by it of his queen and wife. So we're gonna spend time to where we can just get the most of both temples. And this time we're not scheduled to be on a boat because we rerouted the schedule. So now we'll have the time that we need to really just not be in a rush, and just really just explore more and then take as many pictures and make our way into both temples. And then on the way back, the same thing, looking at about over a 3 hour ride. So once we get back, we just get ourselves organized, settled. For those who want to do any shopping, you have time to shop. But at the same time, too, when you hear the different temples and the different sites, I would say take as much advantage of the opportunities to just enjoy as much shopping as possible. It's kind of like one of those situations where you're doing your shopping as time go along, and you're not waiting for any grand day to do your shopping. And once we finish then Movenpick, we're going to be re getting ourselves rerouted back the following day to Cairo, where we'll get back on our Egypt Air flight. So that's the flow of the schedule itinerary. This goes into full detail, logistic details of the daily movement. All right, so family, that is an overview of our Egypt journey coming up April. So I wanted to find out if anyone have any questions before I move on to the next overview. And if you have questions, just unmute yourself. So again, here is a good view of all the articles. I would say it's not a lot of information, but I would say that it's very valuable information that you want to read and be clear on. And then I'm available for, you can email me, text me, or call me if you need to be clear about anything. I just want to talk about the schedule in general. But everything that you see on the website is something that spend a lot of time putting together to make sure that we all have access to all the full details. So the next overview I'm going to go to is our Ghana overview. All right, so this is a little bit it's a few more articles, but this also includes language translation. So that's one of the difference. Let me see if there's another article. But yes, that's the same flow, but this language translation. So for those who want to learn Ghana Tree, you can click on the link and then you'll be able to learn a few basic words. And I usually just recommend a tour guide just have interactions with us. And some tours have language translation, like Kenya and Tanzania, and some countries don't. But this is just something that we created. What I'll do next time is just get the mobile view up to where we can not hear the reload of the music. But this is our Ghana Roots and Culture Journey, June 10th to the 22nd, 2026. And this is scheduled to be our 26th Journey of a Lifetime to Ghana, 26. Because right now we have done 25 journeys out of the 39 journeys that we have completed. But Ghana at one point is what we did for a long time, from basically 2006 all the way to 2018. And anything else outside of Ghana was Ghana, Togo, and Benin, which was twice, 2009 and also 2017. So from 2019 to now, all the countries that you see and some that you don't see anymore because they've been removed, uh, is the expansion of this us taking you around the African continent. And so our Ghana tour package is 4,600, and that includes flights on Delta Airlines. And my goal is to arrange flights with you from wherever you are. But the designated location of departure is JFK, New York, directly to Accra, Ghana. And then on the way back, we leave from Accra, Ghana to Amsterdam on KLM, and then make our way back to whatever city that we need to arrange flights for you. So all of these things are based on communication when you first sign up, so we can work out how we need to get tickets set up for you. And for those who are going to accommodate their own flights, then that's the second tour package. And what's included is all of the information on the ground package. So that's going to be transportation and tours throughout Ghana, daily continental breakfast and gourmet dinner. Four-star accommodations based on double occupancy. So if any individual just need a room by themselves, we have a single room supplement, which is where it shows at the top, additional 500 for single supplement. And not included is lunch, group tips, and if you go to a site and you have to pay camera or camcorder fees, that's just on you. And if you want to do it, you can always use your phone. But sometimes if you show up with a professional camcorder or camera, um, they have signs that have prices, so that's one thing. Now the visas for Ghana is you have a 3 month single entry visa, which the quickest time you can apply for that visa is going to be at the 2 month mark. And that's $60. But what I recommend is to apply for the multiple entry visa, which you can basically I just usually recommend you just get that visa anywhere from 3 to 4 months before you travel. And the reason for the other visa doing it 2 months, because you don't want to get a visa that's only for 3 months and then you get to the country and then that visa is expired. The Ghana journey is one of our in-depth journey, and when we stay 4 days or 4 nights in Accra, we take you to different parts of the Accra or Greater Accra region, including also even parts of the Eastern region. So city tour, including Black Star Square, WEB, Du Bois Center, Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, we drive to the University of Ghana, a walk through of the old Abri Botanic Gardens, which is a great nature walk. And I'm always encourage everyone to get out and take these walks. If you feel like you don't want to walk around the park or feel any kind of way, the bus is always there to where we'll have the bus running with air condition and you can just relax, especially if you just feel burned out. But always recommend everyone just join us at all the sites. It's all set up to just give you this a full connection into the country of roots and culture. When we head up to the mountains, we pass by what was formerly Rita Marley, home of Studio One, and then we also pass by Rita Marley Foundation. Then we're gonna head up to Trinity in Tutu, where we do a school visit. So for those who want to bring school supplies or financial donation, we have a nice presentation at the school, and it's a school that we've been working with since 2007. When we head back down the mountains, we go to Abri Wood Carving Village. So for those who are wood carving lovers, this is a great place to get your shop on and just enjoy wood carving. Another day where we have set is to go to Ningo and Prom Prom, and that is going to take you out to the other side of the greater Accra region. And this is a community where we have Africans in the diaspora that have moved there and they're part of that entire community. But we have a great presentation called African Ancestral Wall, where we get a great presentation there by our good brother Jerry Johnson, and he's going to go through 90 large portraits of our ancestors, very informative, educational, and just a great time to walk and just look at the history of our great ancestors. And while we're in Accra, we're gonna stay at the MJ Grand. It's a hotel in East Legon, one of my favorite neighborhoods, and you love the environment in that neighborhood. And from there, we're gonna process our journey to Elmina, Cape Coast, and from Accra, you're looking at about 4 hours. We do stop at our Black Star Pan-African community just to show you our progress of our land development and this for you to see that town that we have working in progress. The highlights for Elmina and Cape Coast is going to be Cape Coast African Holocaust Dungeon. But while you're there in Coconut Grove, you'll be passing by the Elmina Holocaust Dungeons, and the tour guide will go through it. The goal was to select one of the Holocaust dungeons to just do a great presentation and not burn everyone out by taking them back to back to both. So individuals who want to use that other one as an option, we can always work things out for you. But we primarily go to Cape Coast. We have an incredible canopy walk for those who are open to hiking through the forest and going across canopies. It's fun, it's adventurous. But if you don't want to do that, you can stay at the resort and just enjoy the nice, beautiful ocean view and this relaxing kickback. So that becomes one of those optional journeys. And I definitely say that you'd have to be in physical great shape because you're climbing, you're basically hiking through a forest and going across canopies that are swinging and moving. We do it all the time, so it's absolutely safe. But some people may feel a way about things like that. So some things, some people may be open to, but also it gives you an option to, to do things at the resort, get massages, relax, kick back, and this is the middle of the journey, so we just made the schedule a little lighter, especially since our cross schedule is kind of is busy, especially on the 3 days. We end up closing out in Kumasi, and that's 3 nights in Kumasi. And Kumasi is just an incredible cultural energy. So we're going to craft villages. We're going to drive to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. We're going to visit the other cultural center. One is in Accra, but this one is in Kumasi, and it's similar, but this one have different types of shop. But all of these cultural centers are based on the arts and culture in the country, so you'll be able to just shop and just take a piece of the culture with you. Also, one of my favorite place there in Kumasi is going to be Mancha Palace Museum. It gives you a great history of the Ashanti kingdom and history. And for this part of Kumasi, we stayed at the Mikan Hotel. It's a hotel that we've stayed at over the years, and this hotel gives us this good access to a nice, peaceful, beautiful upper middle class neighborhoods. So all of the hotels are set in incredible locations to where you can just have a peace of mind and you can just be around the beauty of the country, and you can also see how our people native to the country live in their fancy homes and to see beautiful homes and structure. So that is an overview of our Ghana journey set for June 2025. 26. And also, this is the same exact schedule for June 2027. So on this note, I'm going to stop for screen sharing and see if anyone has any questions. As family, does anyone have any questions or want to talk about anything that we've talked about? All right, so I'm going to continue this go through the overview of the last two countries, which is Kenya and South Africa. All right, so this web browser is staying stable. So we go up a little bit and you're going to see Kenya Roots and Culture Tour October 2026. A similar flow, and this is the one I explained that has English to Kiswahili language translation. So it's this in Tanzania have a similar flow. It's the same language flow, Kiswahili. Uh, and we're always gonna just encourage our tour guides to interact with you and then get you to use a few words and just get familiar with the energy of the country. All right, so this is our tour overview for our Kenya Roots and Culture Tour, dated for October 1st to the 12th, 2026. All right, so this is a tour package of 4,500, and this gives you flights directly from JFK, New York, directly to Nairobi, Kenya. And this is a 14-hour flight. All the flights combined, or in the in the certain length, because you're flying on one side of the world to the next. Kenya Airways is airlines I've been traveling with on, I think, as early as back in 2005. Uh, but some of the last journeys that we have had experience on Kenya Airways. And especially since we just got back from Kenya in April. So that flight schedule is set up to where when we do a domestic flight, we're going to fly from Nairobi to Mombasa, which is the island of Kenya, and then make our way back to Nairobi to return on our flight to JFK, New York. So anyone that needs to get to New York, the connection flights are not included, so I can always assist you with that. But we're going to be leaving out of Terminal 4, which is the Delta Sky Team terminal, along with their other partners, KLM and Air France. And for those who want to get their own flight accommodations, the land package is 3,200, and then you can take care of your own international and domestic flights. So Kenya, full transportations and tours throughout Kenya. That's Nairobi and Mombasa. Daily continental breakfast and gourmet dinner. And we have incredible four-star hotel, one in the city, and then one on a resort there in Mombasa. And we're going to just do a little light business and investment, more so networking and just trying to share information and getting more and more people open to seeing just the vast world of East Africa and opportunities there in East Africa. And entrance and access to all sites and activities. So we do have a safari that we will do in Nairobi. As a matter of fact, I'll go through it on this part. So what's not included is lunch, group tips, and the Kenya visa, which where the visa details on the site to where it's one of the simplest visas to where once you complete the visa, uh, usually you get approval for the visa the same day. So it's an online process where you don't have to mail out any passports or anything like in Ghana. In this case, you just be able to just upload digital information from your booking to your passport to passport style photos. And all of these are visa processes that I've done over and over. So I'll be able to go through it with everyone and send you a direct email. And then if you get stuck, I have your back. So this is our 10-day flow. We're staying at Ibis Nairobi, which puts you in an incredible part of the city to move around, and you have this incredible rooftop view. And Severin Beach Resort, just this big, incredible beach resort that you can just make your way around and just enjoy nature, and then the schedule is laid back to where you can just kind of just do certain things and just enjoy your time there. All right, so I'm gonna go through some of the sites. We're gonna be visiting in Nairobi, the National Museum. We have the safari, which is literally just inside the city. So unlike when you go to South Africa or if you go to Tanzania, you have to go out. This National Safari Park is literally in the city. And while we're doing our city tour, Clock Tower, University of Kenya, Kenya National Archives, Nairobi Art Gallery, the Masai Market, which is always a great place to shop. Did some of our recent, uploaded some of our recent Kenya videos at the Masai Market, just having a good time shopping in this, showing love to our brothers and sisters that just want us to take a piece of the culture. Bomas of Kenya is a nice dancing presentation in Nairobi. Uh, Tom Mboya Monument, just like other monuments you'll see in the city. The Huru Gardens are just us trying to take you up to a place of nature in the city. Uh, and a few other highlights that's just going to be mainly your city tour and mainly the time when you go out to Kibera, which is one of the largest slums in on the African continent, but it's not as bad as it sounds. We do a walking tour in Kibera. We have good guides that take us around and show us the culture of the town, and also we have a school there that we visit that we contribute school supplies and financial donations for those who want to do that, and just also just get a good vibe and feel of Kibera, and then in the afternoon, or we'll be out there in the late morning. We'll just settle for lunch, and then we'll take you out to the Masai Market and this other part of Nairobi to just enjoy that day. And note that the day-to-day flow of what you're looking at is on the itinerary as logistics as we can put it together. It just literally goes through all flow of what we're doing every day on the schedule. Well, for today, just want to at least just go through the overview. When you're in Mombasa, its schedule is very light and it's light, so you can just enjoy the resort and just enjoy a relaxing time, and trying to make it just more fruitful. Where when we go to these beautiful tropical resorts, we just literally just enjoy ourselves and just relax and just get your massages or get any kind of spa treatment. And if you want to do optional tours, you have that option to do that also. So some of the highlights out there in Mombasa is going to be Fort Jesus. It's one of the forts. It's kind of like every country that we go to Africa, we have some level of forts or slave slash Holocaust dungeon. So guides are always ready to just share the history of the different forts, and I usually just save it for the guides to go into detail since I'm here to lead you on a journey and not be the guide that explain all of the incredible sites. But we do have videos on all of these sites that we have, or most of them. You have water sport definitely on the beach resort. We do have a nice sunset cruise, and then we also have a walking safari at Bamburi Hala Park, which is right there by our resort. So yeah, you'll be able to see the animal feeding, and then you'll be able to just walk up close to some animals. Anything that's dangerous, I promise you, we're not gonna just have you walking, and any dangerous animals are right by you. Any animal that's considered dangerous is behind to where you can physically see the animal, but they're not gonna go over the fence and come get you or anything like that. So whenever I talk about things like that, sometimes people say a walking safari. Where tell them that it's a organized park for you to just enjoy nature. So this time we won't be in a safari vehicle like we're there in Nairobi. This time we'll be able to walk and just have a better exploration in this connection to this seeing animals in this an incredible view. So that is our overview for our Kenya journey, and I'm just gonna go to South Africa journey, and then finish up on that overview, open things up for questions, and go to different key information and key details, and show you our YouTube page. And so everything is convenient on the main menu. We just click on the link. All right, and as you can see, that's our consistency is just to create a website to where the flow is the similar and simple, especially if you're looking to see different information about different journeys before you make a final decision. All right. And so South Africa, a country that I've been to 5 times, 3 times on tour and 2 times back in 2005, as I just look to make my way around Africa and just enjoying the flow of the African continent. So our last previous journeys were November 2019, December 2023, and then this year, February 2025. And this is our December 2023 group, and this is what we usually have for Africa for Africans t-shirt, these vibrant colors, and we just all put it on one of the city tour day and just build a level of harmony and energy. And it's also just an energy to pay respect to our ancestors um, and bring an energy of just us coming back. So when you see these photos, that's just one of those days, and it's just always built with strong energy. I usually pick the best part of the schedule, which is our city tour, for us to wear the t-shirts. I saw a South Africa schedule, so I worked the adjustments to just get us a good package deal for South Africa. So we're looking at 4,500. And what we're using now is our Kenya Airways. So for those who are flying from other places, you would have to get your connection flight to JFK, New York at Terminal 4, which is the Delta Sky Team terminal. And so our flight will go from directly from JFK, New York, directly to Nairobi, Kenya. And while we're in Nairobi, Kenya, we're gonna do a layover, and then from that layover, we're gonna fly directly to Johannesburg. And on our way back, it's actually just going to be Cape Town to Nairobi and Nairobi to JFK. So that's our sequence on Kenya Airways. And while we're in the country, we have one flight, and that's to get us from Johannesburg to Cape Town, and that's going to be on South Africa Airways. So tour overview, transportation and tours throughout South Africa, daily continental breakfast and gourmet dinner. We have some incredible four-star hotels and a lot of great networking and access and entrance to all sites and activities, and two incredible tour guides. One there in Johannesburg, which will take us to our neighborhood, which is Soweto, so you can get a real authentic Soweto tour. And then when we go to Cape Town, the same sequence. That tour guide is going to show us Cape Town, but also he's going to take us to his town of Langa, which is these are both townships. So you get a chance to just see all aspects of both cities, not just the fancy part of it. Now, specifically for Johannesburg, that's 5 nights. We're staying there in Rosebank. Rosebank is just an incredible neighborhood, and they just give you access to your, your location of sites, activities, but also it gives you a location where you're right there at the mall. So when we're ready to go enjoy great dining, we have great options of dining because the mall have some incredible restaurants. We usually start South Africa with the Lesedi Cultural Village, and the Lesedi Cultural Village is based on the cradle of mankind. So what you're looking at is uh, the the popular cultures of South Africa, popular tribal groups. You'll be able to get presentation, and then you have these replicas of traditional nations to where it's a full incredible guided tour where a guide is going to talk to you about all the different cultures and show you the different huts and show you and talk about the traditions. And it's one of the sites where I've recorded so many videos that's to show the Lesedi Cultural Village, because when I first went to South Africa, it didn't exist. And so that's one of our primary way to introduce you to South Africa. Right. And some of these sites are not directly in order. The order flow is going to be on the tour itinerary. Uh, Later on that day, or even before we get to the City Cultural Village, we do take you to Santon. Santon is one of these incredible, premier, beautiful area and it's called Nelson Mandela Square. So we take you out there, and you have the big and small Nelson Mandela statue, and then we just literally just go off to the Seti Cultural Village because it's easier to just do that versus come back and go to Mandela Square. Whole fort at Constitution Hill is what we actually do next, and it's a traumatizing place, but at the same time too, it gives you clarity of the in-depth history of South Africa and what South Africans went through under apartheid. So some of these other sites like Hector Peterson Memorial there in Soweto is also give you that in-depth presentation. And then also the Apartheid Museum is the other one. But along with that, also we try to just make sure we include some beautiful city tour and also get you some uh, give you some beautiful view of this the different parts of South Africa. So don't want to just let everyone know feel that we're just taking on a journey where it's just all about apartheid history, but it's an important part of the journey to for us to learn and also for us to record and share with others. Uh, and while you're there in Johannesburg, we are going to take a 1 day incredible safari out to Pilanesberg. Now, this is a 2 hour drive to get to this game reserve. The good thing about that 2 hour drive is you'll be able to see uh, the incredible countryside of South Africa. I mean, all the countries that we talk about is incredible, but since it's the southernmost part of the African continent, the views are completely different, and just you're just out there in nature. But it's one of the more well-developed countries on the African continent. And so when you get there, we have a company that we work with, owned by a South African man that built this business. One of the few black-owned safari companies. It's probably wild for me to say that, but that's one of the reality of it. You have a lot of international business people that build the safari energy and just build other business. But definitely love the energy of this company, and they have all these unique vehicles. Depends on the size of our vehicle, and we just make our way around the park, and the guides take their time to answer questions and just put us up in areas where we can be definitely safe from animals and make sure that you're good, but you're in an open safari vehicle. So number one thing we always explain, do not get out for any reason at all. And we always go to the safety details before we get you there. So for the countries that we talk about, safari is one of those things where it's safe. Some people who have never been to that experience may think about different things, but we're definitely not going to put anyone in danger, yourself, ourselves, or just anyone around us. And so these operations exist because they're safe, and if they were dangerous, they wouldn't exist because it's all these things are liability. But everyone needs to just definitely follow protocol of safety because all the briefings is for your own safety. And I know sometimes you go on YouTube and you'll see videos of people doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, and they put themselves in danger. But as long as you stay in the vehicle and follow our direction, you're good to go. All right, Cape Town is the last part of the journey. That's 4 nights, and I adjusted this Cape Town schedule to where it's kind of like 2 tour days and 2 days where the schedule is open. That way you can spend time. In the background here is the hotel is like about 2, 3 minutes from this incredible waterfront, and that's going to be the Legacy Hotel, which is this. You walk down the street, you're right there, the waterfront. And the waterfront is also just like in Rosebank, there in Johannesburg. You're in a location where if you want, where we can go out and just enjoy fine dining, book a reservation at one of the unique restaurant and enjoy fine seafood. So the South Africa journey, we have 2 incredible tour days. One of the tour days, we're going to take you to Table Mountain. And Table Mountain, you're going to get in these cable cars. For those who have been to Brazil, that's another country where you have these cable cars that take you all the way up the mountain. And while you're going up, the cable car will be spinning, so you'll be able to get a 360-degree of the entire area. And then when you definitely get on top of the mountain, you'll be able to walk around the mountain to where you see virtually all aspects you know, of Cape Town. Other things included is our township tour to Langa. We're going to visit Robben Island. That's a former location where Nelson Mandela and other political prisoners were held. So that's a boat ride to the island and boat ride back, and you'll get incredible presentation there while you drive while we're on the boat and also back. In Cape Town itself, we take you out to the city, full city tour. Uh, you have another fort in this situation. That's the Castle of Good Hope and Molly Point Lighthouse. I'll also take you to the Diamond Works and let you see about how the fine jewelry of South Africa is done. And then we're back there at our Commodore Hotel. This is 2 days broken up uniquely to where the first and the second half of the day is just organized, and then when you first get there to the third day, it's an open day, and then we'll leave out on the final day a little earlier to just head to the airport to fly back on Kenya Airways. So this is a full overview of a full schedule, and there's a lot more that I can talk about, but just definitely want to just do a quick overview. So, family, I'm going to stop the screen sharing and open things up for a question. But this is our 5 incredible countries that we're looking to travel to for next year. So, family, the line is open. Whichever country you have questions for, it's all good. The line is open, and then Akuvi, if you want to talk, Akuvi, if you're still up and you want to talk about our connection into our Egypt journey, the line is open. Click on unmute and introduce yourself and just go ahead with your question. All right, come on, family. I've talked for a long time. I wanted to hear some interactions from individuals, and don't always like to rush to these overviews. They do take time, and that's why sometimes we set up the specific conference call for specific groups, especially if it's a large group, so we can just take our time with just that one schedule. So I'm going to keep the line open for questions, but at the same time, too, what I'm going to do is get us back to screen sharing where I'll show you a few different things that we have up. All right, so the next thing is our YouTube page. Let me actually click on home. And yes, that's a nice energetic music once you come on YouTube. This presentation that talks about our Africa for the Africans 2026 schedule with flyers. And family, while I'm talking, the line is open. So if you have questions, just unmute yourself and just chime in. I'm just going over a few details. All right, I was just checking to see if someone had a question, and also let me check the chat to see if anybody had any questions. All right.
I have a question.
All right, go ahead. We can only see the top of your head, or you can, unless that's purpose. And you can also turn off your
You can see me. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna let you see me.
All right, go ahead, introduce yourself and
Okay. Sarah Wicks is my government name, and my name is Areti Ma'at Oriomi. And I'm anxious to go to South Africa. But I just wanted to make sure I had the correct YouTube address so that I could watch videos and things on there, right? Correct?
yes, so
So is YouTube Africa for the Africans?
no, it's let me it's at Bomani 2007, but
Right.
let me even get you a better presentation to take a look at so you can see it in its fullness. Let me
Okay.
get back to the website and I will just show that with you, show that to you.
Trying to get my
I'm
face.
gonna do I'm gonna do a screen share in a few seconds. Just getting it set up. All right.
And get the camera.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
So while you're there on our website, AfricaFortheAfricans.org, or if you have a flyer for the actual tour that I sent out, you can use that link.
Okay.
So once you scroll down just below the text, you'll see a link for Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So that's our primary connection to this documentation. So you can put that in your browser or click on the link, but it's youtube.com/Bomani 2007. And even in YouTube, if you type up Africa for the Africans, you'll see many of our videos, and then you can just click on the link for the channel, and then it will give you all of the YouTube videos. So once you click on this link here, or if you go to the left side, where you click on watch us on YouTube, that link will load to where you're right there on YouTube. And then for the newsletter, for the conference call, or for the specific journey that you're traveling on, you'll see those links. And then the good thing about the newsletter, it'll give you our Google link as far as our Google photo link for all of those tours that we've taken to South Africa. And likewise, the same for Egypt, Liberia, Ghana, and Kenya. And so
Okay.
once you click on the link, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see the introduction for the 2026 tour flyers. And then you scroll down, it's just going to give you general videos. And along with those general videos, it's just they may be videos that were a few days ago, or that's just YouTube. Uh, as a matter of fact, the videos is going to be in order of the last set of videos. But what I wanted to share with you was the multiple playlists. This multiple playlist would have, this is our last South Africa journey, last Egypt journey, last Kenya journey, last Ghana journey. And I think this thing is being funny where it's not showing me the Liberia link. And the Liberia link also is, so all the previous journeys that we've taken is all looped in. And once you click on it, you can just navigate to any of the highlights of the videos. So that's the quickest way to just get access to all of the videos.
Oh, I see.
And then you come on down, this is going to be Africa Tours, conference calls and interviews. So these last two were presentations, um, the Tanzania conference call, and then what you have is interview, and then for the most part, most of these are just conference call recordings, but do have a few other things in it. So it's to give you access to the videos directly that you may want to see, which is from the tour link, and then also the conference call. So let me know if that looks good for you.
Yeah, it looks good.
All right, perfect. And also, do you have any questions specifically about the South Africa journey that we're taking? Do you have any questions about anything about the South Africa journey? And
No, no. I have some friends that I'm gonna see if I can find them while we're there. And I'm not sure exactly where they are, but I know that they are friends of my friend's daughter is there and her family.
all right, that is perfect. Definitely find out where they are, because with us, once you click on the link for the itinerary, it's going to tell you the flow of our schedule.
Okay,
And so you can always share it with them. And then, these
right.
are all places that they would know. And especially like all of the hotels are very popular.
Okay.
And then the hotel is going to be for Cape Town at the waterfront. And then for Johannesburg, Rosebank. So everyone in the country knows those two areas.
So will we be able to swim? And they have a
Yes,
pool?
all of the hotels have pools. You can swim in the pool.
Okay. jacuzzis.
And that as far as that, I can't guarantee that. On some schedules, you may have that based on you know, based on the resort or the hotel, but they all have pools.
Okay.
So have you read the itinerary? You're clear about the flow of the itinerary. You like what you see as far as the things that we covered, and just want to always find out if those are the interest things that you wanted to see in South Africa.
Um, I really haven't looked at it
Yeah, so
that well.
yeah, so that's what I was just being honest with everyone up front. And I'm not here to get on anyone for not reading anything because I do understand the situation, but definitely want everyone to at least take a time and whether on their phone, click on the link and just look at the itinerary, or even when I send the newsletter, it's just all information to make sure you're clear about what we're getting into and what we're committed to doing.
Okay.
All right, well, perfect.
The Bomani.
Yes, go ahead,
Good
Kuvia.
morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
afternoon.
Hi.
Well, it's night here in Georgia. It's a beautiful, peaceful night here in Georgia.
Oh, early morning, 3:31 a.m. Oh,
All right, so Kubi, go ahead.
I didn't have any question or anything. I thought you wanted me to comment or say something.
Oh yes, we're heading to Egypt. So you're always one of the people that been to Egypt many times. So we definitely want you to share with us your experience, or just let us know that your friends are looking forward to see being in Egypt.
It's my Nubian family. They're looking forward to see the group, and of course, they're looking forward to see you two again. They're ready.
They're
They
ready.
just called me. They called me last week. In the last week.
All right. So t tell them we're looking to spend a good time there at the Nubian village, which will make sure we're ready after everyone got lunch in the afternoon.
Okay. Mama Fatima was sick. She had to go to the doctor and everything. So I assume she's all right now. But I'll talk to them the end of the week. Once we get back, I'll contact them and find out. And I'll let them know what you said also.
All right, well, perfect. Definitely. So we just building the energy of the group, and I just went over all of our wonderful 20th anniversary schedule, family. This is our 20th anniversary of our Africa for Africans tours. And we select some of the best countries on the African continent for us to celebrate that 20th year.
Hmm.
And since we're going to Tanzania in November, there was no way we could put that schedule back on, but that would be the other countries. So it would be six incredible countries. But yes, definitely looking forward. And Akubi, this is remember the shirt that we have right here?
For Tanzania?
No, this is Egypt. Hopefully you can see.
Okay. Yes.
Journey
It
of a
seems like I'm
Lifetime.
going on so many. It seems like I'm going on so many tours. So
Well, you're collecting some great
that's fine.
piece of history. The Journey of a
Yes.
Lifetime, Egypt Nile Valley Tours, inspired by Dr. Ranoko Rashidi.
Yes. We all miss him for sure.
Yeah, so you know, we continue
But
to
that's all right. You're carrying on the torch. So that's great too.
don't pass it. It's yeah, other people are carrying on the torch. We're just making our contributions to get people connected
Well,
across.
he left it on all of y'all. He left it in good hands. He was a remarkable man.
We appreciate it, absolutely, and we all learn a lot from our great ancestors and appreciate their work that they put in and keep the energy going.
That's right. That's right. The journey continues.
All right, so family, the line is open. Just want to hear from more people who have people who I can't tell who they are because their information show iPhone or they show Samsung.
Bomani,
Go ahead.
this is Karen.
All
Do
right,
you have
Aaron.
do you, do you still have vacancy for the Egypt 2026 tour?
Yes, we do have space for Egypt 2026.
No. Okay.
All right, do I have your information?
Yeah, I'm going in 2027.
Yes, so you're part of the 2027 journey crew. Appreciate
Yes.
all of you getting ready and organized, and I'm telling everyone that's how I like to do things. We just get prepared ahead of time so it could be planned out. But yes, if you're open to join us in Egypt, we definitely have space. We'd love to accommodate you. So you can always check out the schedule, and then you can always reach out and we can always talk and go through it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, absolutely. You're welcome. All right, so what I'm gonna do is go over a last few things and then we just close. And if anyone have any questions, let me know so I can answer your questions and go through any information. But tonight we just specifically just went through dates and details for our upcoming journeys in 2026. So yes, family, and while we're on the website, the next set of journeys you're gonna see are gonna be Tanzania Roots and Culture Tour, April 1st to the 12th, 2027. So for the people that were still interested in Tanzania that couldn't make this one that we closed out on back in August, that's the next journey that I was able to put them on. And then after that Tanzania journey, we set off our new adjusted schedule that we're going to be starting in June 2026 to just do our Ghana journeys, June 10th to the 22nd. Yeah. So that's going to be your same connection. That's your 4 nights in Accra, 3 in Cape Coast, Elmina, and 3 in Kumasi. All right, so anybody having questions, just unmute yourself and just chime in so we can talk while I'm waiting for questions and just talking and going over a few things. Now, the next future tour, Africa tour schedule, which is what I'll put in this area from here on, and that's the schedules that I plan on working on, but I don't want to overload this our active schedule. So that's going to be Kenya, September 30th to October 11th, 2027. And then working on this itinerary for Zambia, Botswana, and Zimbabwe, November 18th to the 29th, 2027. I'm to the end of writing the itinerary, and then I'll just go back from the beginning and then just lay out the logistics. But this is going to be on Kenya Airways from JFK, New York to Nairobi, and then from Nairobi, we're going to be in Lusaka. We're going to land in Lusaka, Zambia. Once we finish our tour in Lusaka, Zambia, we're gonna take Air Zambia to Livingstone, Zambia, and do our tour there in Livingstone, Zambia. And while we're there, that's when we're gonna also be able to visit Botswana and Zimbabwe. Both countries, one is on one side of Zambia, and one is on the other side. So this will be 3 additional countries that we're able to visit in Southern Africa, to give us 4 countries as far as our experience in Southern Africa. So definitely, since we've been to like many parts of West Africa, East Africa, and Northern Africa. Wanted to find some ideal countries in the southern part of Africa that we can actually visit. So this is actually what I came up with. So that's what I'm working on. So it's a very incredible itinerary. It takes some logistics to work it out. But even so, once we finish there in Zambia, we're gonna take our flight from Livingstone, Zambia, and then we're gonna make our way back to Nairobi, Kenya, and then back to JFK, New York, and that's all on Kenya Airways, with the exception of that domestic flight in Zambia on Air Zambia or Zambia Air. And we have our Instagram page where the link is on the site also. Some of these other pages is just highlights. This is just galleries of just. You scroll down, you see different countries, and you see this different energies. You can check it out and enjoy what you see. And if you see something you don't like, just keep on scrolling. It's our world of this sharing our experience in Africa. And the same thing when you click on Facebook, see what's on Facebook. Facebook, what Facebook has is because when we first started traveling, we have a whole lot of photo galleries in Facebook, and I do have Google photo link with all of our fresh new tour group links, which I usually just share with the individual groups on WhatsApp and put them in newsletters. But this is my open page where you can click on photos, and what I tend to do is just post a lot of our highlights from different things going on from the different countries that we're traveling to, and sharing updates, flyers, interviews. And in this case, this is the conference call details that was posted last week and then reposted again. And then for those who want to find out a little bit more about myself, it's ideal to be on the website and check out the bio, but my profile, my details. But this is just our open world of sharing ourselves as someone who's just into Africa, into connecting us to Africa. And then, when you see the social pages, that's all you'll see. I don't show much of anything else other than our connection and experiences in Africa. One or two, very rarely, I may have videos here, but those videos are also Africa promo videos that may be shot in Georgia or New York or somewhere else that we may be meeting up with friends or networking. And again, the main thing is since these are some of the main trips, only one that's not shown right here, and it should show is the Liberia link, and it's here. And I'm sure if I let me click on multiple playlists. There we go. All right. So that's the ideal thing to do. You click on multiple playlists, and then you'll see these are all the countries that we just came back from, and we just put them on our fresh 2026 schedule. And so the only one that I'm still uploading, well, I'm still uploading videos for Kenya and South Africa. We shoot that much videos, and it's kind of like a series. You just take time and put them out, because I don't ever want to just load up 120 videos or so many videos at one time. But when it's said and done, like this Egypt journey of November 2000 and 2024, that's 109 videos, and all the sites that I talk about from Cairo to Luxor to Aswan to Abu Simbel. You'll see our highlights of it. And I look back at the videos so I can get myself prepared and mind focused so we can shoot something more in depth, in detail, and you just find ways to just do something better and better and better as you keep on going along. This Ghana one for July 2024, that's all of the videos, that's 184. So some of these are short videos, they're highlight videos, and most of them are tour guides presenting and us just enjoying ourselves at tour sites. And the same thing, the Liberia collection is completed. So for those who are not familiar with Liberia or Morocco, this gives you some piece of Morocco, but it was primarily Liberia. And so this represent the countries that we're traveling to. So this is your quickest access to just getting an idea of the country itself if you're open to watching the videos. And then the website give you the link to just read all the details. So those are the main things that I definitely want to talk with everyone. The website, the YouTube page, Facebook, Instagram, and also the newsletter that we send out, which has full detail. And everything that you see is shareable. So definitely share it with some family, friends, especially for those who have never visited Africa and see us there in harmony, just enjoying a beautiful getaway. And back to our website, what I'll usually do is once you scroll down past the schedules in the middle, which is what you'll see when you're on the mobile version, you'll see this links to our social pages, and some of the links represent what you see on the left side of the page. Our general social links and our different Facebook group pages. Now, right here, this represents 39 group tour photos from 2006 to 2025. So what you do when you're scrolling down all the way back into the past, and 25 of those journeys have been in Ghana and the other 14 of other countries. But the goal is to expand to the other countries and show people a little bit more of the African continent. But when you do a business like this, you want to build a foundation before you expand. So the schedules, the tour books, they're also a reflection of foundation of what we learned from doing incredible tourism in Ghana. So I'll scroll down to some of these so you can see them in a bigger view. Well, while I'm doing that, family, does anyone have any questions before we close in the next minute or two?
Hi, Bomani.
Greetings, Kalia. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm tired. Just landed. But I just wanted to say hi. And I didn't really get a chance to hear the segment where you're speaking on Egypt, but I am definitely excited about touching down again. Never get tired of Egypt. And yeah, I'm just excited and ready to go.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the Egypt part, along with the rest of the countries that we talk about, was just going over schedules and dates and this the general overview, but also encouraging everyone to this, whether on their phone or their computer, take time to click on the link and then look through the full itinerary, the overview, and just be clear, and then be prepared to lock in so we can build our group and get you started as soon as possible, so we can get things rolling. But this is our previous Egypt group, and that's just us there at Abu Simbel and us representing and just enjoying the energy. And my good friend Akuvi right here, the green top on, someone who's been to Egypt like yourself many times, and just want to
Four.
share our experience.
Yeah, 4 times going on number 5.
Rock on, Akuvi, excellent.
I've never been to
Well,
Abu
money, I'm looking
Simbel when
forward
it
to
was,
2027, Botswana.
All right, Akuvi, I'll get back with you on that one. You said you never been to Abu Simbel.
no, I've never been to Abu Simbel when it wasn't sweltering hot. So it'll be great to go in April where it's not just as hot yet.
Yeah, I really don't know the difference really between November and April. I've been there both times, and it seemed to be similar. I would think November would be a lot cooler because, but yeah, it's you're still out there in the desert, so the goal is usually get out there early. But it's one of those things, we tough out the heat and just enjoy the presentation. It's probably no more than about an hour and a half, 2 hours that we're gonna be out there around the temples. So yes, looking forward to it. And is any of your associates on this conference call? Because some of the people I can't, I don't know who is who. Because I see different. Some people didn't put their name in the change their names. They just left it as their iPhone and things like that.
I see at least one person. I'll let her go ahead and say it so if she wants to. But if not, you and I can talk about that on the back end.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, just the main thing I want to find out from everyone is this. That's why I didn't. That's why I just clicked on a link and did an overview because I want everyone to take time to look at the itinerary and be clear on it and make sure that they receive emails and they're clear on things because we do have journeys that give people more time to be prepared for and commit. But the next journeys that we have from Liberia and Egypt, those are journeys where individuals that are interested have to make decisions and be ready to commit because we need months ahead of time to plan things out. So once you communicate with them, they can always reach out. But definitely want to hear some feedback of where people feel or if the schedule is going to work for them or not, so we can plan according. So, and in general, family, the line is open. So please open yourself to final questions so we can close. And while I'm waiting for the next question, Akuvi, what were you saying about Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Botswana?
Oh, I'm looking forward for those. The other trips that I'm going on, that we've already talked about, so those go without saying. But 2027, that's why I'm looking for the 3 countries. That'll be great.
Absolutely, and that's what we have everything planned out ahead of time. And for those who need more time, they have schedules in advance, and then you have schedules that are coming soon. So and then you have schedules that are coming up in the next few months. So
Yes.
try to tackle things from but everything is always planned out ahead of time. None of these schedules
Mhm.
we have
I
ever
love it.
thrown up at the last minute. I try to put a schedule up no later than about 15 months before we travel.
Mhm. That's the best way.
Yes, absolutely. So we're scrolling down, and Akubi, as you can see, if you've never seen a picture with you in there, you're right up front and center. And then this should have been you by our sister in the white pants in Liberia, but you didn't make it.
Oh no. Been there, done that. Nope, not Liberia.
All right.
And definitely not South Africa, but now.
You have no idea what you're missing. South
Well,
Africa
don't forget, one of my brothers, they're moving there. So, but still, that's not one of my fortes.
that's beautiful, and that's interesting, and that's why I tell everyone that what we have is this different schedules around the different parts of Africa, so you can, if you want to journey with us, you can kind of look at what works for you. But yeah,
I'm not going to jail. Nope.
and as you can see, if you're with us, you're good. We pick the best countries in Africa and the safest countries. And we pick countries that we are familiar with, that we have connections with, and it's set up for you just to enjoy the greatness of it. And this is you again, Akuvi, right there in the red. If you can
And you know,
recognize
Ghana
yourself.
is home. You know, Ghana is home. That goes without saying. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah, so family, as I'm scrolling down, you just keep on seeing the sequence of our journeys. Just always wanted to show everyone the documentation that this is what we do. And then you'll see me, as you scroll down, you'll see me getting younger and younger. And I'm usually on the left or the right or somewhere in the page, but you'll see the consistent flow and all 39 group of photos. So yes, so family, this is part of our documentation that we just want to share to let everyone know that this is what we do on a serious level, and we make sure that we have things well organized for you and make ourselves available. And you can just check out any of the additional details on the site. I have some of my associates and partners' sites on the left, and also my other business sites and other projects on there. So one of the things I want to show real quick, and then we'll close out, is the Africa tour books.
Uh-huh.
So that is our last tour book right there. That's the Ghana and Kenya. So what you have to do is go to download options and click, and then you can download a PDF of the digital book. And it's a full program guide that includes our overview, also includes our itinerary, all the hotels that we're staying at, the sites, the tour guides, and other people that that that's going to be hosting you, and our promo information, and just an introduction into the country. And it's always with the popular colors that are red, black, green, and gold. And then some are mixed in with some of the other countries' color. Like one of my favorite ones is this Kenya one right here. My first Kenya tour book, and I even impressed myself with this. It was one of the best books. It was just nice and smooth, and just get you just into understanding Kenya and some of the important parts of the country. So look forward to modifying all of these books and just creating fresh books for 2026, the 20th anniversary version. So looking forward to everyone looking to travel with us uh, in 2026 and 2027. And this I'm available to communicate throughout the week. So just reach out and connect, and we'll keep everyone posted.
Mr. Bomani,
Yes.
yes, I have to commend you on your talent in regards to the tour books. People that haven't seen that, they're one of a kind, they're unique, they're really beautiful. The talent that went in it, I'm amazed every time I get one. You really did an excellent
Absolutely.
job.
Well, appreciate it. That's
And the t-shirts also, because everybody always asks me about those t-shirts because I wear them all over the place. And everybody, stares and looks and want to know, about the t-shirts also.
Yes, that's part of our energy to just let everyone know that we
Yeah.
still
And
here.
the bags and the pen, everything. And
Yeah.
the cards, the postcard when I'm giving them out. People want to know more. They want to look at the site. They're curious because they haven't seen anything like those before. Very unique.
Yes, absolutely. That's the energy we bring, and appreciate the support of people, and always just pushing the energy of our ancestors to get us connected and an African continent. Sometimes people ask me, when you go into South America, when you go into Dubai and places like that, I tell them, there's plenty of people that do those journeys or European
Yeah.
journeys, and you can always connect with them. We're not trying to run all over the place. Our focus
Hmm.
is to share with you the best of Africa and connect you with the ancestral spirit and the colors. As you can see in the background, I got Ghana all over the house. As a matter of fact,
Yes.
those four kente cloths right there just represent Ghana.
Hmm.
But then, the shirt in the back, that was actually our last South Africa shirts.
Hmm.
So
I
that's
But
wanted
what,
to,
go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
want to say something about the shirts. When we went to our last trip, the shirt was red, and I'm not supposed to wear red, so could we have options other than red?
I mean, the trip that you're going on South Africa, what shirt that we had? We're not wearing a red shirt for South Africa, but
We are?
no, we're not. But when
Oh,
you,
great.
yeah,
Okay. That's all
yeah,
I wanted to say.
yes,
That was Senegal and Gambia.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Yeah, I still got mine. That was Senegal and Gambia. Each trip, the colors change. I have a variety of
yeah.
different colors. And
But
he
yeah,
knows my favorite color is black.
I'm just curious about why someone is not to wear red. That's a part of our Pan-African colors. That's why I'm
I know.
curious.
I love it, but black is my favorite. But all of the colors, I think you did an excellent job. I love them. I'll wear them.
I'll explain it to you when I see you.
All right, cool. Yeah. So, but to confirm with you, the shirt that we have, it's not going to be a red shirt.
Thank
We
you.
use and then if we do red shirt, we just try to find a way to get you a different color, because it's hard for me to process because I have a few other
Right.
shirts to design. But we have a green one already. We have a black one for South Africa. We already have a blue one.
Oh,
So
black is good. Black is good.
no, I'm explaining the other colors that we add. It's as we do different trips, we create different colors.
Right.
So I'll figure something out for you, but appreciate you giving a heads up on that. That's no problem. We'll make sure that we don't have a red shirt for you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And more so, yeah, for South Africa, more so, I think we have gold and white. Those are the other two colors. So and so
Yeah,
family,
we had a white one in Tanzania. We had a white one in Tanzania last time, 2023.
yeah. So I'm working on the other colors and trying to create as.
I'm ready. I'm ready for my next shirt.
Yeah, I just have to
Um,
figure out the color for Tanzania. I can't even think of
mhm.
what right now. I want to say it's gold, but I can't even tell. But I have to look at
Yeah, because we
other
haven't had
colors.
so far since I've been coming with you to the tours. I haven't had a gold shirt
Yes,
on any
that's
of the
true.
tours. I haven't had gold.
Yeah, that's true. I think I only did go for Ghana once and Senegal once. It just ended up working out. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Even Egypt, we make one of these shirts gold. But yeah, just working colors. That way we just keep a color coordination, and it just
Yeah.
it looks good when you're on the Instagram. What you'll see is a bunch of different Africa for Africans t-shirts, and
Yes, I love them.
you see us in
Hmm.
all different colors.
Well, you know me and my collection. I love them. The creativity, especially, the designs, they're unique. Again, I have never seen any shirts like that with anyone. I've been on groups and stuff. You mentioned South America and different places. I've traveled a lot. And those tours, or even going in general, it's not like your tours. Your tours are very unique. And I can vouch for each one that I've gone on.
Well, absolutely, cool. We always appreciate you, and then, that's the goal. The goal is to be exceptional. The goal is to represent our ancestors, and the goal is to, build Black excellence and compete and build and just, you know, support Black-owned business and create a good,
Definitely.
unique energy in this, and step up the standards and and leave the competition behind.
That's right. That's right. Like I always say, if nobody else have a good time on the trip, I'm always going to have one. And after seeing me around a lot, I really enjoy myself, especially with the local people.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll just work on spending more time where we just have more interaction locally, especially when you talk about us going to Egypt, visiting the Nubian village and that
Oh yeah,
incredible
the
energy.
people.
Yeah, because so many people do not know about them. And then when they have regular tours, most they don't even mention them at all. And then when we was on the ship, they had Nubian Village optional, which I thought was ridiculous because they don't want the connection between us and our people.
Yeah, so and that's why when me, when I create schedules, you find the most cultural and historical parts of that country and that city, that town, and you're making sure
Mhm.
it's on the schedule, and it's not an optional thing. You're going there. If somebody chooses that they're not going to go, then that's one thing, but you're putting that on there. So that's what we have, Nubian Museum and Nubian Village,
Mhm.
because
Yeah, because our guys, the type of guys we had too, and I call them out in a minute, so it doesn't matter the country and stuff. If they deviating from stuff or erroring or what, I'm one to speak up. But a lot of times people don't say anything because a lot of times, people don't know. And like in teaching it, you can't teach what you don't know. So, but those of us that know certain things, we have to, continue to speak out.
absolutely,
Also, yeah,
absolutely.
also,
Go ahead.
in Nubia, the people are darker. They're more African.
Oh,
And
yes, 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 love them.
and so I think that may be one of the reasons
Mhm.
why.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. And like Bomani would say, I've been, a lot of times I went, 2016, 2017, 2018.
Hmm.
But I never went on the part with the cruise ship. He had a cruise ship on it, and that's why I was curious about that. And that's why I went in Nova with them. But I'd already had the connection with the people since 2016, and we kept in touch. And so that was Bomani. One of these days, Bomani will tell you about it. Even Bomani and the other people were definitely shocked. And some people even thought I fit in so much that they thought I was from there.
Yeah, I
So it
didn't
was really an
recognize you at
experience.
first. I didn't recognize. I saw you with a bunch of Nubian sisters, and
Right.
you have to say
And the brother.
Bomani.
And I came, but Bonnie will tell you all, I came a week before too. So I
Oh,
stayed
okay.
with them. So I've already made connections. So different people as far as future and stuff, you know, I've been, I've seen some of their guest house and different things for people in general. I have contacts, that way too. If people on their own at other times want to come, well, I'm a resource because I know different people from
Oh,
2016.
all right.
Well, perfect, perfect. So, family, on that note, if no one else
Okay.
have any more questions, I'm gonna close out. Kalia, you want to share anything or say anything, or Della, Karen, or iPhone 177?
I'll just say this. Starting in Cairo, which is Lower Egypt, the further south you go, which is Upper Egypt, the cleaner the river gets, the River Nile,
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking of,
Yeah,
and the darker the people become.
yeah,
So, and the more authentic the culture is.
that's right. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we have to explore, um, different aspect of the country so people can see, experience it, and compare the reality of it. But yes, that's the reality of it right there. That's a good way to put it. What do you say about that, Akuvi?
I'm going to say it, and the marketplaces. Bomani would tell you all. He ended up seeing us on a carriage ride, and we had to hook up with that place. Bomani, tell them about the ATM machine, which I really loved.
ATM
But
machine.
you don't need a debit card. Put the money in. Bomani will tell you about it. I showed them where one of the places was.
Yeah,
So
that
we
was
really
unique. That
that
was
was unique. I hadn't seen that in other countries that I traveled to. I love it.
all right, well, perfect. That'll work. I mean, the
We get closer to that time, we'll talk, more about that because a lot of interesting things there.
absolutely, we have a lot to talk about. So
Mhm.
on that note, family, let me close out. So everyone, enjoy your Sunday, and thank you for joining our 2026 Africa Tour schedule conference call to where we talk about our schedule for 2026. So I'll be on standby if anyone needs to communicate with me about any specific schedule, and so we can get you started. So family, the journey continues. Take care. Good night.
Okay. Money, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
I'm going to
Good night,
sleep.
everyone.